Every action has a reaction, a common nature of the universe, something that we're all familiar with. If you show physical action to someone or something, you'll definitely expect or receive a reaction. Whatever the action is, the reaction is expected to be similar too. So, why do we talk about this? I just heard a sentence and found that sentence very interesting. That is why I really wanted to share with you as well. So that says that if you're too quick to anger, you'll definitely be too slow to understand. This sentence has something within. Quick to anger and slow to understand has got something with action and reaction. So all the time when we have got the action and the reaction, there is one thing in between, and that is the time, destination, or the gap. All we need to focus is what? If you're angry and you don't show reaction, all you need is just to take a small pause. Take your time, wait for a short moment, 2 or 3 minutes. You definitely be calmed down, and the consequences that are going to happen later will be definitely avoided. So how can we get to that position? This is important. To get to that position, we have a concept. This concept is mind-blowing. It is very significant. This is known as mindfulness. I love this concept. But what exactly do we mean when we talk about mindfulness? Mindfulness is nothing but a pause between the input and the reaction or output. This pause that we say, the pause between the input and the reaction, this pause is called mindfulness. So earlier we mentioned quick to anger will result in what? Late to understand or slow to understand. If you're not quick to anger, you will have time to understand. When you understand, you will avoid bad consequences. You're not supposed to do something that is what? Harmful. Something that is irritating and unuseful. We know that to error is human. Our life, our nature is connected to errors and mistakes. But we have to avoid them, because you cannot live with mistakes all the time. You cannot make errors one after another, and then later on feel sorrow and grief. This is not the real life. We all have this power. Trust me, you're not supposed to pay for that. You're not supposed to take any class or course. You have it. I have it. But we miss to find that out. It is within. Just go and discover it. It is the weapon which stops you from making mistakes. It is the force that makes you follow the right path. Mindful people are hardly ever making mistakes. Hardly ever. Just because of what? This pause between the first action or the input and the expected reaction. You can do it. Why not? If we have this and we need nothing else but understanding and discovering that from within ourselves, so what are we waiting for? We're all expecting a life without errors, a life without any crime or mistakes. Mindfulness is not a concept that is dedicated to one portion of our life. It can be applied into every aspect of our life. Every aspect. Let's imagine family issues. If there is a small argument in family between brothers or between sisters or between parents, so if one shows an action and the other one avoids that or ignores that, just by taking that pause or waiting and taking some time, trust me, there won't be any issue in the family. Going to workplace, In workplace, the relationship between the employee and the employer most often, gets abrupted because of this misunderstanding. That one shows an action and the other one automatically shows a reaction without thinking mindfully, without being mindful. Avoid making mistakes just by using mindfulness, just by following mindful ways. Go and discover this. It is not late. Discover it today. Avoid mistakes. Thanks for listening and watching.